Hi, it has certainly been a week since I last streamed, and possibly a little bit more. Hello everyone, welcome back to my miserable attempt at not really, at trying to be somebody. Yay! Now, on the Twitch side of things, you may have noticed that I have not streamed for a little bit. That is because, well, I kind of posted over on Blue Sky, in kind of a essaying form that I was basically just kind of struggling to want to stream for reasons of just times and constraints. So I kind of just ended up taking the week off, and in that time I did a little bit of drawing. On last Sunday I managed to get art that I had posted for a while, which very fun timing considering certain documents that have been released this weekend. And yeah, so needless to say, I have for pretty much the entire weekend, I have been feeling somehow even though I have no despite not knowing the people involved personally, I still feel even more betrayed than I did in the Achievement Hunter incident of October 2020. If you know, you know. Anyways, as for other things that have gone down, not particularly much. My job is slowly driving me insane, and in looking for, while just skimming through some job listings, I can't really find anything that I would be desperately interested in. It's been determined that my car might not need a new brake pad, but instead something might need to be realigned, which, kind of fun. And the thing that I drew this past week was a sketch, a tribute to the Gatcha Gods, if you will, because we have a bit of a thing to discuss. That thing being Vivian. Now, you may notice that I have approximately 2 master tapes and a lot of polychrome. That is because before we got started streaming, I did a few things, but for the most part, I haven't really logged in yet. Oh, and also Jane is back, so cool. And W engines, normal thing, where we have 5 tapes, and we have a new Bang Boo to look for. Specifically that one from the Bang Boo event. And as for what we're going to be doing today, well, first we're going to be starting Bury Your Tears with the Past, because part B, because that is what we need to do. And yeah, we're probably not going to go for too long, mostly because I am streaming early, but I'm starting later than I would want to, so dinner is gonna be, yeah. Also, new event that I'm not gonna bother doing on stream. And just got this little animation again. All new program, which I'm gonna be doing over the next couple of days. And I mean, while we're here, we may as well see how Vivian plays before we roll for her. Really just get used to the feel. Alright. Character intro. Vivian. 1. Using basic attack, 4th hit, dodge count, or quick assist and other attacks, Vivian will enter the noblewoman state. As opposed to the countrywoman state. What? At this point, pressing basic attack will trigger basic attack noblewoman waltz after hitting target, grant 1 flight feather, and additionally performing moves like EX special attacks, this follow-up chain, and ultimate will grant her flight feathers. Okay. Alright. Vivian will restore flight feathers when she performs certain skills. Oh! Okay, not entirely sure what the... Alright. After performing any move that grants flight feathers, Vivian will automatically enter the fluttering Hug state. At this point, pressing basic attack, fluttering flock, suspension, consuming all her flavor, converting them into an equal amount of guard feathers. When switching characters, while Vivian will automatically perform basic attack. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's cool. Launching basic attack, fluttering, hanging frock, suspension will consume all flight feathers and convert them in the same amount. When Vivian has guard feathers, if any squad member hits a target with an EX special attack, Vivian will consume one. Launch basic attack feather bloom at the target. If basic feather bloom hits a target suffering an anomaly, he will deal additional attribute anomaly damage based on percentage of the original damage. This is a lot of numbers and words. If the additional ability is triggered when squad mate guard feather Vivian. Okay. Right. And onto the free combat session, where things are going to be a little bit more stabby. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it now. And we also get to see what her ultimate attack is. Alright, a bloom. Okay, yeah, I think she's actually pretty good. Granted, this is, like, with max funny number, so not exactly a accurate depiction of her. Like, what we're gonna be getting. You know what?
Dares get between me and Lord Satan.
Alright, that is definitely a bit of damage.
Stay away from me.
Yeah. And pretty decent wipeout pose. Not gonna lie. And I can do Jane's off screen. I've already done it, but it's basically a free extra polychrome. Alright, now that we got all that in, you can also claim you. Yeah, you're just telling me about Bang Boo Bash, which I can't do yet. And now we're gonna talk to Wise. Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. Yay! I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she'd been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Well, do you want to arrange a time to meet up with her? Or let's go meet up with her now. Some other time. You're about to enter Mercer's. Yep, don't care. Alright then, I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and I'll tell you when. And he didn't bother getting up. Also, hi, Licky Boo. Saturday morning. Technically, it's Sunday evening, but whatever, I'll allow it. And just go sit on the sofa. Let's rest on the sofa. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead. Until you hear something nearby. Huh? Alright, straight into a cutscene. How did she get in here? Fairy!
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Season 1 Epilogue, Epilogue? Epilogue, bury your tears with the past. B.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
Alright. Also, speaking of burying things, finally got around to listening to Ash again, aka Gura's new and final song, and I kind of needed to digest it for a little bit. That's how good it was. Anyway, back to the plot. Anyway, Vivian, a little bit obsessed, but we'll allow it.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself.
It's cool.
I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Also, what?
What? Sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
Probably not.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month.
I really wish I had a model because you could see my eyes just kind of going back and forth there.
Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Again, literally the evening, but also, I guess technically it is more. Lucky Boot did say it was morning, right?
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel.
All right. Also, I checked the newsstand earlier, and the newspaper did change. We might need to go actually take a look at that, but it's not... it's just like the main... Instead of talking about the death of Mockingbird, it's how... what's-his-face, Ravenlock was covering up a secret was like the forbidden child or whatever. Anyway, Vivian, talking about gathering intel?
It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's kind of what the newspaper had changed to. Also, deliberately leaked, so... You know... Oh, it's important. Also, Hartman, that was his name.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks.
I guess thieves with a certain reputation do... I guess criminals with certain reputations do get fans inevitably, for better or worse. You know, better or worse.
But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
Haha!
Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain.
I mean, that is technically a better cover story than what really happened. And also, spoiler alert, Hugo is the next S-rank character, so he's probably alive.
Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute.
Ooh, another family?
If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
I mean, fair. That is a lot smarter than what a lot of rich families do nowadays.
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman and the Ravenlocks?
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter how hard I search, I can't find a single trace of him.
Well, that's probably not good. Or it could be very good.
Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core.
That would be the bad part.
Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Uh-huh. Oh, hi,
Sorry
Wise.
for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
Okay, yeah, cool. Please don't eavesdrop on the conversation.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
That doesn't... my previous statement still stands.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway.
Okay.
I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store.
Ooh.
He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in.
Well... I mean, fair.
He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Yeah. Anyway. Quick loading screen to outside. Also, hi Lycon. Just give me a sec. And just to confirm, yep, that's the newspaper that I was talking about. Also, young man on the street. Excuse me. Mockingbird are the true heroes. It's so messed up. They stood on those so-called elites and still end up getting silence. This is definitely a conspiracy. We gotta follow his example and stand up to these bastards. But what can we do? We have no power. But Mockingbird's Hugo is just an ordinary person. If he can do it, so can we. Right, he proved that even a single person, as long as you have resolve, can be the change you want to see. Hello? Hartman must have murdered him to protect his own position of power. But Mockingbird isn't exactly a righteous, upstanding group either. Mockingbird steals from rich and gives it to the poor. Hartman was just afraid Hugo would gain traction, he'd lose his power, so that's why he did what he did. I still think there's more to this. Alright, now that we've got some distraction out of the way. Hi, Lycon!
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Hello, voice I still am not entirely used to.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor.
Ooh.
One that directly affects New Eridu's safety.
Oh, well, if it's that important, then why are we still out here?
However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian.
In that she, like, in what regard?
Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger.
Yeah, even when he had the knife held to our throat.
I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life.
Big old quotes around that one.
I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
She's probably fine.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people.
Yay.
Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
It's my store.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from.
Yeah, neutrality.
As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
Even though we definitely have taken sides in other scenarios before. See Chapter 2.
I respect that. Thank you.
You return to the video store with Lycon. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain. so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifices.
Alright, cool.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please, accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
Alright, so is she implying that she does still think that Hugo survived? Which I mean, come on, and it's not exactly a secret that he did, but also, come on.
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Oh, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Yeah. Though this does feel like, we should get other people involved.
The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
Oh, I mean, always.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need.
Nah.
Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I mean, I'm definitely down.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Yeah. Again, arguably, not enough people.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Naturally, that is where we met, technically. Alright, he leaves. Belle, what do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? Sacrifice is still a threat, and our teacher. Belle, you mean to say the mayor may not have told us everything he knows about our teacher? True. The only way to gain more information is to work with him. Yeah, what do you think, Vivian? Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Or I guess Mockingbird. No, that was Wise speaking. I gotta pay attention to who's speaking. Mockingbird isn't just going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone and we can work with, at the moment at least. Let's go see Lycon. Let's talk with the mayor. Let's go see Lycon. Alright, that was kind of unnecessary, mostly just because I'm gonna do that and then do that. Because that's a lot simpler. Statue. Bang boo. Huh? No worry, I got you, buddy. You're a ghost catcher. You have my respect, little friend. Doot 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 doot. Hooray for Doots! Back on its feet again. Looks like the trap was a success! A double-edged trap? No, it's a trap for catching levitating ghosts. I'm not sure if it's related to how this place is always so empty, but there always seem to be ghosts here. They make these wrestling noises, sometimes wandering solo, sometimes in a pack levitating and spinning around in the air. Whatever you do, don't let them catch you, otherwise they'll suddenly cover your whole head. It's really dangerous. That sounds like it's just... Alright, sounds like this little guy is confused about what bags are. Stop talking. Oh, I'm floating over right now. Catch it. Check it out. Getting up to a shark boot is pointing. You see a yellow plastic bag being blown by the wind floating in midair. See that? Just not along with it. Right? I'm gonna do my best to catch one and show it off to my friend. My trap is definitely gonna get it. Good for you, little buddy. Also, yes, hi, please give me thing.
All sorts of unexpected things happen in the morning.
Thank you. I feel like there was at least one more thing I could have done there, but... Lycon. It seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Let's talk to the mayor. Working together requires sincerity on both sides. Of course. Please rest assured, when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
All right, ring ring.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me.
Well, in Vivian's case for now.
I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad.
Yeah, clearly she doesn't, like...
I looked further into Bringer's map.
Alright, good job.
The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter.
Okay, so you got all that information from a map?
Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago.
Oh no.
Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
So the thing that Bringer used.
The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the Exaltist in Janus Quarter back then.
Alright, so how long have the Exaltists been, like, active? Because it feels like they've been around for a while, as it turns out. Alright, well... Alright, clearly they've been around at least since, like, the Hall of Zero, fall of the old Capitol whole incident. So, probably a while.
But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away, and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Could be that. Oh.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Aw.
My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
I mean, yeah, why? Yeah, of course that's the case. Why? Why?
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
Bruh.
But what's in it for TOPS?
I mean, yeah, if they're just interested in money and power, then what do they get by destroying everything?
There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms.
That would make sense. Also, I'm just checking to make sure that everything's still working.
The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes
me.
off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
And no one likes being in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors.
Yep.
No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
Okay, well, I say yep like I knew that's where it came from, but like, well, that's definitely possible. It probably did cross my mind. Okay.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked.
Ah.
And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him. And I'd be happy to clear his name.
Yay! Feeling a little conflicted now, Vivian?
Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one.
Okay, we knew that.
There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant.
Just waiting to be activated.
Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations.
Okay, but how? Like, sacrifices are pretty big, so how?
I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Ah, right. The lady who I've been seeing in all the Chapter 2 promotional material.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, gotta get the actual model ready.
She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Yeah, why are we still standing here? Come on, I want to get into combat.
Okay.
We don't want new Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
Yay, we're all on board.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Later, Mr. Mayor. I'm glad you two have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. But I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Lycon leaves thereafter. Lord Phaethon, shall we head out now? Let's head into the Hollow. Alright, let's go. And... okay, so we have Robin, but now we need some... we have trial use Vivian.
Eradicate all evil.
Good day, Lord Phaethon.
This is the... Let's start the Wanna be my research subject?
Works for me! And we can't bring in anybody else. And I don't have Lycon yet, so I can't use him. Onward! Anyway, we're about to see some very funny numbers. Yes, we've already done the tutorial.
Thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Quick look. Quick loop around. And just make sure there's no extra dialogue. And hey, we've been here before. Hey! Out of the way! And dude. Meow. Okay, that is genuinely insane damage. I love it. Is that the sacrifice?
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
She? Just as Vivian is talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. Another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, but so you pull her aside to listen. Hello?
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
Also, I feel like young and middle-aged Tops employees should probably have been switched, but whatever.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices.
Bop.
I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years?
Okay, so how many people actually know about the sacrifices at this point?
And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day.
Remind me, who's Mr. Edmund again?
What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Nope.
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found.
Okay, then. Are we gonna do a little bit of tailing?
And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After that, the two Tops employees left. Vivian appears visibly unsettled. Unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire.
Okay, can I please have context, Vivian?
She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
So are we talking about the woman who we saw, like, at the end of the first, of, like, part A? Like that woman who was just watching from the shadows?
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who's this she you keep mentioning?
Yes, that feels like information that I need to know.
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me.
Excuse me?
The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with.
Ah, personal beef?
That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet.
Don't worry, Vivian. We have a habit of helping people with their trauma, of like painful memories. He's looking at you, Colita.
So, Lord Bathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to.
They forgot, period.
I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Yeah, put in that grind.
Lord Bathan, If we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises.
Okay, well, you know, not to... Alright, you have pointy ears, so I'd make a joke about her being an elf and how they go on, like, long things, but that would be super short for her, even by elf standards.
I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now.
Yeah, no shit.
I
Anyway.
wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
Don't we all? Nyum.
I just can't shake the feeling that
That.
something bad is about to happen.
Well, that's just kind of par for the course for a video game. Whee! Alright, into fight zone? Into the fight zone! Ow.
Let's make this quick.
Better not get my tricks burned.
Also, did Vivi just completely ignore damage by floating? If so, that might make her a little bit busted. This dormant sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be? And how do they know the locations of the dormant sacrifices? Let's check the next location. I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for New Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but
Guess I'd like to make an appointment.
ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
Oh, that's good.
For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
Come on. That Bamboo looks so scared. Yay, Polychrome! Give. Up. Get out of the way! Ow.
Keep your filthy hands up.
Okay, so yeah, you can't just straight up ignore damage. Got it.
Nothing here either. Are we too late? Don't touch me.
Nothing here either.
There's someone up ahead.
I mean, could be the people that we already saw. Up. No, it's her. Alright, time to Neum. And the music's gone, so you know it's serious.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Okay, seriously, who are you?
Camille, what are you doing here, sis?
Ah,
Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
or are you with them?
I never left the Exaltists.
Oh,
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary.
also it's just me, or does Vivian's hand look really realistic here? Okay, maybe not super duper realistic, but like, I mean, come on, just make a fist and like, look.
Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now.
No.
We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me.
Oh.
You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you.
Okay, got a lot. Got a pretty heavy, like, really piling it on, huh?
I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
That is impossible. Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb on the ground. She just fucking ninja vanished? The noise attracts some ethereals. Even though you have many questions, dealing with the imminent threat feels like the right choice right now.
Lord Phaethon, watch out! Look around. I'll tell you what that was about later. Let's take care of the ethereal first.
Alright, come at me! Ow.
Careful. I bite.
And you know what?
Begins now.
More funny!
Yes, get between me and Lord Phaethon. Friends belong to me.
Wanna know what lurks in the
After fighting off the ethereals, you search for a long time, but don't find any dormant sacrifices. After deliberating with Vivian, you decide to leave the hollow for now and figure out your next move. Just then the phone rings.
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
Yeah, backstory stuff.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
Yeah.
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death. But she stayed.
Something cult mentality? Something cult mentality.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
I mean, she clearly does, otherwise she wouldn't be so invested in, ending them.
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region.
Okay, so wait. Wait, in this region... You're implying things.
A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left.
Did you happen to see... did you have a prophecy vision about it?
I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence.
Hold on a sec. Alright, so gotta hurry this up. Anyway, Vivian, please continue.
Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying.
You mean the one we found back in Chapter 2?
I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Alright.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation.
Fair enough.
We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you.
Alright, a little bit of proxy therapist action.
I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan.
Of course.
Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Are you implying that you want that you're gonna give us a challenge?
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the matter at hand.
All right.
That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug.
Hmm.
Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died.
Okay. Hey, apparently there are mines.
The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Hmm.
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents.
Oh.
I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this.
Okay. You gonna do that now?
Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street.
Well, that's
Care
convenient.
to join me?
Sure.
I'm in. Let's go together.
But only until like there's very much gonna have to be a next time situation, purely because I'm out of time. You're right at Luna Square and with Vivian to meet her old friend. Yep. Okay, we got that, which means now we. All right, so we gotta actually talk to Vivian to continue, but that will be not right now. But before we end stream, I mean, I have plenty of polychrome, which means, and you can't actually hold on. Before we get off, I'm pretty much guaranteed an S rank here. So let us hope that my tribute that I spent a week drawing and kind of took some time off from streaming to make pays off. Oh, Gatcha Gods, please accept my drawing of Vivian, and I hope you're okay with puns. Please. Yep, we knew this was gonna happen. It was guaranteed. Alright, come on. Please. Yay!
Then please keep your eyes on me.
Just gonna... Yep. The hell? There we go. Yeah, had to get a screenshot for reasons. We win these! And we can skip the rest. Just because. Yay! And with that, we can take a look.
Good day, Lord Vathan.
Yay! All right, we have guaranteed. We have won the 50-50. The Gatcha Gods did accept the tribute, and now we will end stream. So YouTube, thanks for watching. Because I'm not gonna bother combining these into one VOD. I'm just gonna upload them individually. So yeah, YouTube, I'll see you next time. Bye.